Hi Scorpio, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning in. The title of your reading is called It's the Little Things, and you are one of 3 readings, I think it was 3, that instead of getting a title or a message, I kind of just got an entire song. So before I get too far into it, 5 skips. And this is your card, Scorpio energy, 5 of Cups. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The song Rocket Man by Elton John. All right. So the title of your reading is It's the Little Things by Big Gigantic. Now there's a couple things, and Scorpio, I have 2 pages of notes for you. So I'm sorry and you're welcome. But the song, It's the Little Things in Life That I Feel. And it's by Big Gigantic. It's not everybody's taste in music, but I encourage you to listen to it. It's kind of repetitive. But what stuck out to me at first was that it's opposite. The title of the song, It's the Little Things in Life That I Feel. And then there's a really sweet bass. But anyway, it's Big Gigantic. That's the name of the artist. And it's all on the album called Brighter Future. So when I kind of looked at those things, you know, the little things for Big Gigantic, I feel like you're in a situation where you are fearing that the little things, all these little things keep happening, all these minor irritants or things that go as planned keep happening, and they're going to be getting in the way of your bigger plan. But what I believe is happening is that you need to pay attention to these little things, because these little things are going to help you realize that it's your bigger plan that is the problem. I feel like sometimes if you're on, you know, a path that you're not supposed to be on, there will be a lot of little things that go wrong, just to kind of force you to reality check the situation, trying to force you to look at things from, you know, a different perspective or a closer eye, or, you know, if there's enough speed bumps in the way, maybe you take a different road. But I feel like you're not getting a hint that you're not supposed to be somewhere. And you have your eyes set on the prize of this end goal. You desire this. You have this idea for this bigger picture. But I feel like the universe is trying to show you that you're painting the wrong picture. And I feel like all of these little things, if you pay attention to all these little things, they're trying to reroute you and give you kind of like a mile marker or a scavenger hunt or a trail marker. That's the word I need. Like when you go hiking, there's trail markers. You need to pay attention to these little things. So after that, I don't know if you know of the DJ group. I think that's what they're called. Above and Beyond. They're awesome. They're a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And they always have this kind of big screen up behind their set, and one of the images that I have very, very vividly when I was, you know, at one of their shows one time was that it was this big black and white screen, and it just said, "Life is made up of small moments like this." And so your life is going to be made up of all of these little things. These little things matter because they are the scavenger hunt. They are the pieces that is putting together where you're supposed to be, if that makes sense. And it's okay for it to be a little confusing. It's okay for it to be really different than what you thought it was. And that's not bad. But this kind of all encouraged me to look up a little bit more about Scorpios. So I learned that Scorpio is known as the most extreme sign. And I have, you know, encountered a few of you, and my best friend is a Scorpio. I love her so much, and she is very different from a lot of Scorpios that I've met, and I figured out why. It's because you have 7 symbols that represent a Scorpio. 7. Everyone attributes Scorpios as being that scorpion because they are known to kind of sit and wait and attack their prey when they need to. They are very revengeful. They are jealous. They can be, not always. But they're also mysterious. They're powerful. Signs always have pros and cons. But you guys really do have a pretty intense, rap, if you will. So the 7 symbols. I encourage you to go and look up this article. It's on Exemplar. I'll put the information below. The song Something to Believe in by Young the Giant right now. I'll put it in the description box. I don't know if I can put the actual link, but I'll at least put the website I found it on in the title. But it goes through the 7 symbols of a Scorpio. And the first one is a spider. Now, what's kind of cool is that all of these are based on the journey to being the most mature version of your sign. And so what I encourage you to do is, as you are starting to pay attention to the little things, focus on when you see these different symbols, because I feel like depending on what you see the most is going to tell you a little bit about where you are in your journey. And that might explain why you're having some trouble with certain things, why you're having a hard time releasing certain things, why you're having a hard time accepting, or why you feel a lot of the ways you do. And again, I believe nothing is coincidence. So back to the 7. The first one is the spider. And the spider supposedly is the least evolved version of a Scorpio, and they're very self-centered and kind of mean. This is usually a childhood thing. The next symbol, so 2, is a scorpion, which is the most traditionally known one. And that's because of the constellation. But these individuals in the scorpion phase are prone to temper tantrums and abundant jealousy, as I mentioned before. So this is still kind of a childlike version. I'm saying not necessarily a child-toddler, though they are kind of, if you read the article, you'll understand that, it's kind of a lifelong journey. But for now, situationally, this is still kind of a lower evolved, I just thought of Pokemon, how they evolve through, but a lower evolved scorpion. Temper tantrums, jealous, scorpions are really, stingy, right? So the third symbol of a scorpion, or Scorpio, is a lizard. And lizards are more relaxed, they recognize humility, and is more willing to sit back and watch, and is more open to learning. But they still embody certain traits of the traditional scorpion, which are the temper tantrums and that jealousy kind of thing. So then, the 4th symbol is a serpent, or a snake. And what was interesting about this is that once a Scorpio gets to this snake phase, they are more apt to move away from situations that are harmful, but they're also more dangerous because they're now venomous. So I thought that was really interesting. They'll generally avoid a situation unless themselves or loved ones are being threatened. And so again, this is very similar to the lizard. However, snakes are known to strike. And snakes are also, I think of like the tourniquet, how they literally, like, not only are they venomous, but they're very strong. And they coil around and suffocate things. So this is like a really, to me, revengeful snake in the Lenormand deck is an enemy. So I feel like this person is volatile, even, I don't know, this version. It's intense. Again, you're a very intense sign. Okay, so 5 is a wolf. Yeah, the wolf, that's pretty cool. That's very different than the other animals we've already mentioned. So the wolf is a strong, wise, protective version of a Scorpio. They are quick to attack, but only if their home is threatened, only if their loved ones are threatened. However, if they attack, it's most likely to kill. So again, this aggressive kind of tendency, but now it's kind of backing up to not necessarily being all the time. It's only when what it loves or whatever it is protected. And the song Fall in Love by Phantogram is playing right now. So then the 6th symbol of a Scorpio is an eagle or a dove. And I've been seeing a lot of eagles lately. I have notes. I keep track of everything. This behind me is data. This isn't like a decoration. And this is only 1/15 of it. So I'm always looking at the little things. So this eagle or dove is the stage where a Scorpio gains life perspective and understands that they reap what they sow. So this is kind of a new level of understanding. This is where you start to have faith in the world and the universe to carry out revenge. You kind of understand karma a little bit more. And this is where you start to become a more spiritual person. So this is, a much more evolved version of a Scorpio than the scorpion or the serpent. You're graduating. So we're not to the 7th yet. The 7th is a phoenix, and the phoenix rises from their own ashes. That's what they're known for doing. And this is the most mature, stable, and comfortable version of a Scorpio. This is somebody who can handle anything in the face of, danger, difficulty. They know that they can handle anything that life throws at them. And they do know how hard the universe can be, but they don't let it break them. And they know that because they can rise from their own ashes, that they literally can handle anything. So it's a very, it's a level of acceptance that obviously a scorpion, a self-centered spider, a serpent, a snake, a venomous snake, isn't necessarily in tune with yet. So I'm like almost 11 minutes into this, and I haven't even pulled cards yet. I went into quite a rabbit hole for this, and I'm so happy I did because I learned a lot. But all of this, I feel like you are on a path. And this path is you have an idea of something that you want to protect. So maybe all of these, like the serpent and the wolf, maybe what you are being protective of is this idea that you have for yourself. Not necessarily your family or loved ones, though those may be parts of it, but this idea, this baby that you have, that you've created, that the universe keeps trying to kind of, steer you around. Like, bring it back. And so after that, after all of this, I got this download. If you want to know where your heart lies, follow your mind when it wanders. And this, again, is why the little things matter, because what you pay attention to, what your mind, your subconscious, whatever you want to call it, chooses to see when you're looking at the bigger picture is going to resonate with you one way or another. I don't think anything's going to be like, oh, there it is. I think it's going to be either a good connotation or a negative one. It's going to remind you of something, or it's going to give you a cue to look out for something. And again, my Libra video is all about learning to communicate with the universe. So this seems like it kind of, butts up on that. But I'm just going to pull a couple cards because I don't want this to get too long. You got to flip her pretty quick. Greed. You're being greedy. You're being greedy because you are holding on so tight to this one idea, to whatever you're building. Capricorn energy. You are holding on so tight to whatever you are building. And I just heard black hole sun because there's like a really gray sun there. You are being so stubborn that it's keeping you stuck. Blame It on Me by George Ezra. You are to blame for this. You are to blame for whatever isn't going right. It's not all the little things that are going wrong. It's whatever changes you aren't making that is keeping you stuck. So you can't blame this on anybody but you. Can I get one more card? Because this is already kind of long. I'm sorry, Scorpio. Can I get one more card? Blame It on Me. What are you waiting for? You got two. First, you have lust, and then you have diligence in reverse. And conviction in reverse. You're trying to adhere to somebody else's dream, somebody else's way of doing things. You're lusting after ideas that aren't yours. You're lusting after pleasing. So we have 88, 86, and 44. Somebody else is working on you. Somebody else is making decisions. Somebody else is pressuring you. And you're holding so tight to it because you want to please whoever this is. Or you want to say you did it right. But it's somebody else's decision. Conviction in reverse. That's your energy, by the way. See that little Scorpio there? Live your own life. Foundation. 4 of Wands. 40. With division. Okay. What are you waiting for? Divide whatever it is that you want. Separate what you want from what other people want for you. Build your own foundation. Because you're holding so tight onto what you think you want, what you're lusting for. Lust, love are different. Lust and love are different things. Lust is desire. Lust is like temporary. Lust is like an overwhelming, it's almost obsession. Maybe somebody else is, I planted this, and it's a heavenly virtue. So they mean well for you. Whatever it is, they mean well. But it's not your foundation. It's not what you know about you. And we have the cloud here in the Norman. Confusion. I feel like you want to accomplish whatever it is because you want to be able to say you succeeded, but I don't think you know what's going to come with it. I don't think you know all of the things. You can't see the whole picture, and that whole picture is not what you want. But that's the picture you're painting. That's the bigger picture you're looking at, even though you're not looking at all the little things in the picture. It's like looking at a city map, and it looks all colorful and big and awesome from afar. The song Forever Man by Eric Clapton. But then once you actually look at it, you realize that there's no parks. Every street's a one-way. There's 3 prisons in the city. You're looking at the whole thing, but you can't really see the individual pieces of it. And those little individual pieces are really less than ideal. But they still make up the bigger picture. They're part of what you're agreeing to. They're part of what you're working toward. And you want it so bad. You want to take the whole city. You want it. You're greed. Because somebody else says it's good for you. Somebody else says it's what you should do. Maybe it's what they've done. But you're built on a different foundation. You're made differently. Yeah. I'm listening, sorry, forever. Pride. I feel like this is also eating at you. Follow the little things. It's the little things in life. Life is made up of small moments. So don't get greedy when you see the size of the bigger picture. Because if you continue to move forward in painting that picture, you commit to every piece of it. And once you get so far into it, you don't have the choice. You can't take the prisons out of the city. You got to take it all. So the only way to not find yourself in that situation is to really back up and to create your city section by section is how I want to say it, I think. Don't get greedy. Don't wish for things you don't need. Don't lust for things just to have them. Because easy come, easy go. You might not see that, but it's true. So, Scorpio, I hope this helps. I think that's all I got for you. I will put the article that I found in the bottom. And please like, share, subscribe if this resonated. And I'll see you next time.